What's up, millionaires? It's your boy Millionaire E coming at you with a Webtoon review. Now, the Webtoon we're going to be talking about is Jungle Juice. Now, before we get started, I don't usually talk about Webtoons because it's more on the virtual side, and I can't really show you what this story looks like. But this one, since this one is actually coming out in, I think they're actually coming out with the book in the 19th. I'm going to talk about it, but also because I love this one. I'm starting to really like this one. So if y'all don't know what Webtoons is basically this app where you have other artists that can basically have these stories come out. So there's different types of stories for different type of people. So if you like space, they've got a space story. If you like video games, they also have video game type of stories. And then also the artist sends out the episodes the in the days. So meaning like say if I'm reading a webtoon and it says, "Oh yeah, the new episode's gonna come Wednesday," when it gets to Wednesday, that new episode comes, and then the next Wednesday, another episode is let loose. But I've read a lot of webtoons, and I'm not gonna tell y'all my whole list, but one of y'all might know is Unordinary, and that's a big one that I'm reading, and that one I think actually is in a printed version, but we're going to talk about Jungle Juice. So, Jungle Juice is about a story named Suchan. This boy named Suchan, and he is a college student. And what happens is he is the top of his class. He is Mr. Popularity himself. The women love him. He's just a really cool guy to be around. Now, the only problem with Suchan is that he has this little secret. This very small secret. And the secret is that he has dragonfly wings. And what I mean is like actually coming out of his back. And that's where the story kind of starts. So in this story, how he got these wings are he used this substance known as jungle juice. And this is a bug spray, of course, that he used to kill a dragonfly. Now, what we find out is what jungle juice does is it initially mixes the DNA or the human DNA of who used the spray with the DNA of what bug was killed. So Suchan, he killed a dragonfly with this spray. He gained the characteristics of a dragonfly. And I'm not going to talk about a whole bunch of, because you got to get into it and read it to find out all the things he can do as a dragonfly. But what's really cool is it's not really cool, but he ends up being ostracized from his group because he looks like a monster. That's not normal to have dragonfly arms or wings coming out your back. So he's ostracized and he ends up going to this place called the Nest, which is a safe haven for people who are insect hybrids like Suchan. And see, the thing is what's really cool is when you read it, it doesn't range from, it's not only from like Suchan to other characters. Like other characters have like characteristics where, they look like bug-eyed monsters, or some may just have like, say one character is like an ant. He has like antennas, but he uses the ant's ability. So it's really cool to see kind of a different kind of take, because you have some characters who look human who have just one characteristic of the bug they killed. And they have another side which they look not human, and they have the characteristics of the bug they killed. So it's a bit of kind of here and there. But the biggest thing is why he is here is he wants to go to the school, because from what he's told, in the school you have to become valedictorian before you graduate. And what happens is when you become valedictorian, when you graduate, you get this substance called the Cinderella serum. And what it does is it basically takes away all of those characteristics. So say if you look like a bug, you look like a monster, all that goes away, you look like a human now. Now I don't believe you get to use your bug powers, but it's all gone. You're now human. And that's what a lot of people are now trying to fight for when they're going to this school. Now, of course, the Nest is also a safe haven for people who just want to just live. Like if they've been just pushed out of society because of how they look at like a bug, they can just live there. They don't have to just leave. So it's really cool about that. And then also, what's really cool for me is it reminds me more of My Hero Academia. Now, not as far as the, the superhero thing, the quirkless thing. What reminds me of kind of My Hero Academia is because in My Hero Academia, you have Meteora, but then you have all the other characters. And the other characters, they may be background characters, but they progress in the story. And in this story, basically, like I said, you have Suchan trying to become valedictorian to get the Cinderella serum. But then you have other people who are also trying to become valedictorian to get the superhero serum. Like one of the characters that he meets. I'm not going to tell you a lot about it, but all you should know is he wants to get the serum as well. And he wants to become valedictorian. Now, of course, that ends up to his, not his demise, but his failure for what he does to get the serum. But he had a life out there and he was basically ostracized because of his characteristic of the bug he killed. Now, I will say, before you even read it, there is a little bit of, say, violence as far as the blood is concerned. Like, there are some characters that eat other people and other bug hybrids due to making them stronger, but it's explained in there. And another thing that's actually cool is they tell you, like, the different bugs that they talk about, they tell you some of the characteristics and defense mechanisms of the bugs that are in this webtoon, which is really cool. So it's called Jungle Juice, and if you've read it, if you have webtoons, you should check it out. And if you read it, tell me what you thought about it. And if you don't, download webtoons and basically look up Jungle Juice and tell me what you thought about the webtoon. And I believe it's 85 episodes, and I think it's still going on. So remember, y'all, like the video, share it with your fam, and if you're subscribed, click that bell icon to be notified for more videos, and I'll see you on the next video, y'all. Bye, y'all. Have a blessed day, Mooners, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!